Hello everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Thix. Well, we got to work on something that's a little bit off the beaten path. Look, we have spent probably 4 of the last 5 or 6 episodes over there in the Direct Castle. You can see just over on the horizon. Oh man, it looks so good now. It's starting to come together. And then we spent a bunch of time over in the Tuscan village. We spent some time in the end. But you know what we haven't spent time on is how to get to the end. That's right. The way we get to the end right now is still, it's pretty annoying, to put it nicely. It's basically a drop in middle of the ground down to like a dumb white room that doesn't really have any decoration or purpose or whatever. And, you know, partly is because whenever I was first found this end portal, I didn't really have a set plan. I thought, oh, it'd be cool. Maybe we'd have aliens here or whatever like that. We didn't really completely have the lore worked out yet. So this is the room that we had, and this is where you come down here and you just drop down to this area and you hit the little bouncy pad, and then you can just walk into the end portal. Well, what I want to do instead is I want to overhaul this a little bit, and I want to make this the shuttle. I want to make this the shuttle. Now, I'll tell you one thing I didn't think about is how this is going to have to be, well, it's going to have to be 5 blocks wide. Wow. What's up, Enderman? Scared the crap out of me right there. Did I say Enderman? I meant Creeper. Okay, so this has to be 5 blocks wide to fit this portal into a shuttlecraft. Or we can put up a little bit higher and use, you know, like a little drop, or I don't know what. Maybe we could use a command block if we want to be a little cheaty. I don't know. I'm not sure what the best route is. So let's head down here and take a look at the space shuttle. Yes, I do it by jacking later on. Okay, this is the space shuttle, and man, it is definitely not wide enough. Okay, so for one thing, it's an even number. That's not ideal. I never even thought about this. I never even thought about it. It needs, okay. So the only way that this space shuttle is going to work to get us back and forth is if we use a command block. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind it because we have the vanilla means to it. This would just be a way to maybe immerse yourself a little bit more in the storyline of what we're doing here. So, okay, so I'm thinking if we put a command block there and then we built a copy of that space shuttle, like here, you know, or in the overworld, maybe. Let's head back to that area and take a look again. Let's talk about a little bit of planning here. So here's my plan. I want a way that my space shuttle, my moon shuttle, if you will, can hypothetically fly and cloak, because the story is it can cloak. Now, we haven't gotten there in the lore of Tovlin storyline yet, but we will as soon as some people, Rask, hit me back with your MP3 of your voice acting. Anyway, point is I want a way that it can fly in here cloaked, and then once it lands and powers down, it can't maintain cloak anymore, so it has to be kind of hidden. So what I'm thinking is maybe we do a cave here. Now, there's a few options that we could do. We could do a cave inside this, because I made this little area, and I think it's kind of cool. The problem is it's not really visible. It would be completely hidden. I don't think that's ideal. I would much rather something be not hidden than hidden. And I know that we're going to develop this area at some point, right? This area certainly someday will be developed. So knowing that, I think having a hole here with a big cave maybe is a much cooler and better idea than to just have a very hidden hole that's going to lead down to the shuttle. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we do a cave like right here, and we can actually sort of do our own 1.7 cave update, if you will, going down through here. So first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to get some torches and stuff, because we're going to do some manual digging, and then eventually what we'll do is we will come back in sort of with a, well, not just a beacon, but you know, it's a bunch of lighting, really do a full job of digging out this entire thing. But yeah, we're going to have to make a big hole here to make this look right. So yeah, let's get working. I got a way down. Let me show you where I decided on. So if you come up right about here, my thinking is I'd like both a space shuttle way down, moon shuttle way down, and also additionally, I would like a walking way down, right? And because one of these houses is going to be for men from the USS Shepherd, Sheriff, who are down here in disguise, right? So one of these houses will be sort of the way they get in. So there's gonna be a house like right there there's going to be one of theirs. Now, over along this way, so I basically just figured out about where the hole is, and then came over along this way, walked across here. This will eventually be more castle. That's right, more castle. Look how many castles in this world. So many. And then if you come right over here, yeah, this is going to be the haunted cave. All the kids are going to be scared because sometimes when people, the story is, when people go in this cave, they never come out. And that's going to be because they actually happened upon the space shuttle and they had to be taken back up to the USS Sheriff. And once they're in the USS Sheriff, they can never come back down or else people will find out about it. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so this goes the way in. We're going to make this into a really big cave. And the way I'm going to do it probably is just set up a beacon down in the basement. Now, I did turn it. Let's see. I turned it going. Yeah, it goes fairly long in here because I don't want it to be very steep. So it does turn and it goes across this little cavern. I think we can do something really cool here with this cavern. And then it goes down here and then it goes down here. And then what happens? Does it go this way? Yeah, it goes this way. Yeah, and then this is how it's going to bust in. So it's actually going to go up a little bit. So what I need to do is I need to set up a beacon, and I'm going to go ahead and set up like right here. I mean, I could set it up like down below, but I don't see a need that I'm going to be digging down really anywhere. So I'm just going to set up a beacon right in this room because then eventually whenever it's time to move it, then I'll just move it then, right? No big deal. I've grinded out this entire tunnel over here, and I just started putting in some of the cobblestone and sort of stalactite mixture that's going to be in this little bit of a lush cave, if you will, kind of a future look into the Cliffs and Caves update. And yeah, if you just follow it, there is a nice, fairly smooth walkway. I have a lot of containing to do. When I say containing, I mean like closing off little side areas and stuff like that. And like obviously here, this is where the original fall is, and then this keeps going up to, so it's not a super huge cave. It's kind of the right size for what I'm trying to do here. This is the river over here, and this goes out right here. It goes out to the ocean, which is great. So the idea is the shuttlecraft would just go, oh my goodness, look at that. The idea is the shuttlecraft would just come in here and it would just go down here. Now, it's not tall enough is part of the problem, and I don't want to make it any taller right now. I don't want to dig down any further because I want to be able to reach the ceiling to put in all the cobblestone mixture and stalactites and all that kind of stuff. Like you can see right now is kind of already a little bit too low. Like I can get to it with jumping, which is nice, and not having to what would you call it? Not having to pillar up too often. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, it's all right. And yeah, just trying to look for like places. I'll throw in a little cobblestone around here, and sometimes on the cobblestone I'll throw in a stalactite. And with just very limited work, this starts to look like a custom cave, and not just like, well, not a custom cave, or not just like someone just dug it, you know. This area of the forge will probably just cover that up, and then the idea is going to be somehow we're going to get from up here across the chasm to down there. And I don't know what we're going to do, whether we're going to do a bridge, probably some sort of bridge, because I want you to be able to walk this and also pretend like you are flying in here. But I think what I'm going to do is down here is going to be really lush. Like this will be super lush. And up here will be somewhat lush, and up at the top, not very much. In fact, at the top, I think I'm gonna make it all basically stone. I think we'll have some of the lushness come in just a few blocks, and then we'll have maybe some cobwebs and maybe some creepy stuff. You know, I guess we can't do skulls in this world because we don't have that data pack. But you know what I mean, like some scary stuff around here just to keep everyone away, because we don't want people to crash into our little futuristic shuttle party down here. But yeah, I think this is a really, really good start. It's been quite a bit of digging and just the beginnings of starting to terraform this whole mess. So I think I'm going to start with down here, because this is the area where I'd like this to be probably the nicest, and I definitely want this to be a lot deeper, because we'll do some water, and we'll do a little waterfall that's going to dump down into the ravine right there, which should be kind of nice. But I don't know how deep this is going to go, because it's definitely going to get down maybe like 3 blocks or something like that first. But before I go there, I have to close off all these things, because all that light up there is showing how incredibly undetailed this is, and I don't want that. So let me get some work. I don't think we're going to get to the lush part today, but at least maybe we can get the cave dug out. Let's take a look at it. I think it's pretty lush for a lush cave, and yeah, what do we think of this? It's kind of fun, right? It's a fun little cave. I think it's cool. So this is about a third of the cave total that we have to do, and I think it's really nice. I think the water adds a lot. Some vines. I threw in this red one. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not, but I kind of like it. And I'll tell you one thing I've learned about Minecraft mechanics. This grows a lot faster than regular vanilla vines. These vanilla vines I put up quite a while ago, and they are still not grown. So maybe it's light levels. They may have something to do with it, but. Yeah, so the next thing I want to do next episode is work more on this part of the cave, which I think what we're going to do is we're going to do biomes, kind of, you know, as in for the Nether update. I think this is going to be kind of the Lush Cave, obviously. I think what we'll do up here is maybe do I don't know, maybe a little bit different than what they showed us, because I don't want to dig one of those massive caves. It's just too much digging for little reward. So I think I might do kind of a dark lava dreary cave, which kind of makes me mad because a lot of this was lava and I got rid of it, but yeah, we might work on something like that. I don't know. I'm going to think about what sort of cave biome I want to make up to be in here. So not one of the Minecon ones that they showed us, just one of our own caves. And yeah, it's getting there. And then up here at the very top, I don't know if this is all like lava and not nethery, but you know, not inviting. I don't know necessarily if this is going to need to have all the cobwebs and stuff, because if you walk in and you see a bunch of lava, that might be enough to keep you out just by itself. But yeah, we're getting there. And I like it. You can almost, speaking of Minecon, you can almost fly down just like Minecon here. Almost. Oh, yeah, I made it. Pretty cool. Anyway, all right, that's going to do it for me today. I'll see you all next time from Bedrock Survival with Fix. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. Drop a like if you don't mind, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Bye, everybody.